up close whisper so much. Like, I just think it's very relaxing. But anyways, I'm going to put this down. Okay, and I muted it for a second, so hopefully that wasn't too loud. Okay, so I have my normal big Bible, this one, and this is the new American Standard Bible. So I think what I'm going to do is read this one, and then I have this Bible, and this is the New International version. Is it gonna? So that's the New International version. So this one, and then I also have this one. Oh, it just looks like a black book. This one is the English Standard Version. I wonder, is it going to the English Standard Version? So, and oh, I have one more too. And I have this one too. And this is the International Children's Bible. This one's the International Children's Bible. So cute, eh? I think this one. Oh yeah. So, this is my daughter's Bible. I have to get one for my son still. But I mean, he's like 6 months old, so I have time. But I do read this one to my daughter. What one should we start with? I kind of think that we should start with this one's the English Standard Version. I think it's like the most, like, we'll do this one, and then we'll do this one, and then we'll do the NIV, and I think the last one that we're going to do will be the Children's Bible. So I just have this. I'm just gonna... Oh, I have like 10 left. Nothing. I just got out of the shower. My hair's kind of wet. Okay, so what did I say? We're gonna start with this one. I should have found them first, but I didn't. So Proverbs. So filming yesterday did not work out. Sorry for the rough transition. I tried to film yesterday, but my baby is teething, so he kept on crying in the background, even though my partner was holding him. And yeah, it just wasn't a very good time. So now it is around 6 a.m. and if I can, my son is sleeping there, and my daughter versions of the P31 woman. I have them open here. So the first one that we're going to read is the English Standard Version. And I'm not going to read verses 1 to 9. I'm going to start with verse 10 because that is the woman who fears the Lord. Okay. I hope that I just realized that was turned a lot. So I just woke up, so I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. An excellent wife who can find. She is far more precious than jewels. The heart of her husband trusts in her, and he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not harm all the days of her life. She seeks wool and flax and works with willing hands. She is like the ships of the merchant. She brings her food from afar and rises while it is yet night, and provides food for her household and portions for her handmaidens. She considers a field and buys it. With the fruit of her hands she plants a vineyard. She dresses herself with strength and makes her arms strong. She perceives that her merchandise is profitable. Her lamp does not go out at night. She puts her hands to the distaff, and her hands hold the spindle. She opens her hand to the poor and reaches out her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of snow for her household, for all of her household are clothed in scarlet. She makes bed coverings for herself. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sits among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them. She delivers sashes to the merchants. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come. She opens her mouth with the wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. She looks well to the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but the woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her work praise her in the gates. So that is the English Standard Version. Okay, we got through one. I'm so afraid of my kids waking up. It's like they're kind of sleeping in right now, even because maybe it's 6:30. Could be almost 7 actually. I think I said it was 6, but it's a little later. I think I got up at 6. Oh, that's good coffee. Okay. I'm not gonna read my big Bible. I'm gonna save that one for last because it is quite big and bulky. I'm gonna read the NIV version next. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still night and provides food for her family and portions for her female servant. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand she holds the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. And when it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected by the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments to sell them and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, when he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her work bring her praise at the city gate. So that is the NIV version that I have here. Okay. We made it through 2. Can we make it through 2 more without the kids waking up? I'm gonna read the International Children's Version. The International Children's Version. This one doesn't have like headers, if that makes sense. Okay, it says, "It is hard to find an excellent wife. She is worth more than rubies. Her husband trusts her completely. With her, he has everything he needs. She does him good and not harm, for as long as she lives. She works for wool and linen." Oh, she looks. Okay, my daughter's waking up. But I'm going to try to get through this one at least. Sorry. It is hard to find an excellent wife. She is worth more than rubies. Her husband trusts her completely. With her, he has everything he needs. She does him good and not harm for as long as she lives. She looks for wool and linen. She likes to work with her hands. She is like a trader's ship. She goes far to get food. She gets up while it is still dark. She prepares food for her family. She also feeds her servant girls. She looks at a field and buys it. With money she has earned, she plants a vineyard. She does her work with energy. Her arms are strong. She makes sure that what she makes is good. She works by the lamp late into the night. She makes thread with her hands and weaves her own cloth. She welcomes the poor and helps the needy. She does not worry about her family when it snows. They all have fine clothes to keep them warm. She makes coverings for her head. She makes coverings for her bed. Her clothes are made of linen and other expensive materials. Her husband is recognized at the city meetings. He makes decisions as one of the leaders of the land. She makes linen cloths and sells them. She provides belts to the merchants. She is strong and is respected by people. She looks forward to the future with joy. She speaks wise words and she teaches others to be kind. She watches over her family and she is always busy. Her children bless her. Her husband also praises her. He says, "There are many excellent wives, but you are better than all of them. Charm can fool you and beauty can trick you, but a woman who respects the Lord should be praised. Give her the reward she has earned, and she will openly praise you for what she has done." Oh my gosh, my daughter's like on the verge of making lots of noise. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna read my translation, but I hope that this was soothing, and I'm glad I at least got it done. If I don't see you here, and I don't see you there, then I will see you in the air.